I'll start the discussion. I prefer generally watching movies because of entertainment. That is the main reason I watch. Because I find movies really to be refreshing and that sort of things. And coming to that, in that also I choose specific genres. For example, I prefer much of comedy rather than any action flick. So that is the main purpose of me watching a movie for entertainment.
I think that is one view. Another view could be we watch movies mostly depending on moods, right? So I sometimes I watch comedy movies just for entertainment. Sometimes, most of the times, which is I also watch a lot of documentary movies. So that tilt is towards there also. So I think there would be people like me who like to watch movies depending on the time, on the mood, and then it varies, drastically from being a comedy movie to a very serious movie, and sometimes some informative movie.
Sometimes people watch movie just to pass their time, like you have just come from exams and half an hour is left, half an hour sometimes left. So in that time you try to cover as many movies as possible. Just try to just figure out the story and then.
Movies for me mostly depend on my mood. I watch action to suspense to comedy, etc. So if I'm completely free, then I would like to watch a comedy movie. Otherwise, if I'm in I'm in a mood to watch something serious, then
I could tell you one more reason why people watch movies. Like some people are a great fan of particular actor or actresses. So for that reason also people like to watch those movies having those as actors.
And the same with the sequels also.
Sequels also.
If you start watching one movie, you go to the other 4 movies which has followed it.
Yes, can you be a little more louder? I don't know whether it's catching on the audio.
So
Okay, not only that, but it is also that we watch movies generally to carry something back home. It is not that we watch movies which will be having a tragic ending.
That's
Is it?
That's somewhat.
to some extent it's
That is what I prefer to.
Do we go to a cinema theater to watch movie just to get something out of it? That's what it gets retained in your mind. Does it happens?
when you go into for a movie, don't you think that you should be happy at the end of it? At the end of 3 years spending at a
The
movie.
motive is being happy. What if the movie, we know from the very beginning that the movie is going to be very tragic and some sad story is going to come up. So
I think in Indian context, most of the people go see movie just for the entertainment part. So it is not that vital if it is a happy ending or a sad one, but there should be full entertainment as they call it.
That's the more.
So entertainment aspect and properly marketing it to capture or to attract people, saying that it is a very entertainment one. So I think that is the main point.
For instance, when I watch a movie and I see a trailer or something that's coming up, and if it is interesting, and if the cast is interesting or the plot appears to be interesting, 100% I'm going to go for it. So advertising plays a major role in my selection of a particular movie.
Even the actresses,
Actors or the
actors
cast,
also okay.
cast group. Even the director who has directed the movie,
Right.
it plays a major role.
But I still think the success would depend on the storyline to a large extent. Even if it's got Hrithik Roshan, if it's not got a strong storyline, it won't be a success.
Okay. Apart from this, there is other kind of movies like documentary movies. If we talk about, it's mostly our interest field which drives us. Which kind of movie?
I think that is a very niche area. There will not be a lot of movie watchers in that segment, at least in India. But yeah, definitely that is a part of the, you can say, business which is not properly utilized or cultivated as of now. But talking about proper commercial movie, I think we kind of jotted down the main points.
Unanimous that entertainment is the most important reason. Almost everyone agrees on that.
Can we also talk about success of movies like Delhi Belly, which doesn't have a prominent actor or a director, but still is a big success?
Delhi Belly is mostly successful because of its hype. So the buzz they created before the movie was released.
Again, the
and
marketing
also-
campaigns they launched for the movie before that was very highly effective. Basically because of the soundtrack which they have released much before,
Yes.
created a hype. Most of them went to watch the movie just to listen to the soundtrack being played.
Right.
So Delhi Belly was more of a marketing gimmick. Actually, if you see the movie, there's nothing much to it. I mean, there's no storyline.
But then it's a risk to one side also, because now I would I would really doubt to watch another movie of the like Anurag Kashyap. I would, because I practically I was really disappointed with the movie.
So are you hinting that the movie producers should always come with some new idea so that we can get attracted at least for one time and watch that movie? And once it gets repeated, we'll get bored.
Guaranteed that the people who come to screen once, but then there will not be any repeat audiences for such kind of movies.
See, it is again a, it's a two-way sword, because one way whatever you're saying is true maybe, and secondly it is also a very experimental movie. So it is one way a break from the usual monotony of the Hindi movies that we see. So that way it really is a break from whatever we can expect, where either the characters are not pushing themselves too hard to be funny, or also the incident that happens could be happening to any one of us. So that way it's a break from the monotony.
See, Delhi Belly Andhra Veshis, so much has been talked about the movie, but if you look at the success rate, it's not a very successful movie compared to other movies which was released in the same period. It has not brought in major revenues.
Only during the first week, though, ma'am.
During the first week, only from the soundtrack basically, not from the movie. So it's not a very commercially successful movie if you compare to the other movies released during the same period.
And also maybe looking at the lives of the urban and metro population, they have become completely really busy and complex also. So that refreshing and relaxing feeling while watching a movie and after watching a movie is really important. And that is what is being getting captured by the Zindagi Na Mile Dobara, which is an end-to-end entertainer. So, and also that relaxing, that effect is there.
Yeah, and the type of audience also decides the type of success which the movie will get. Like Delhi Belly, I don't think it will be successful in tier 3 cities or rural areas. It won't be. Mostly it will come till tier 1 and tier 2 cities and metros.
Beyond tier cities, the movie has gone.
These days, like separate segment has come up. There's like multiplex segment. There's some movies which only targets on to the multiplex audience. Like for example, Major Freight. So like Delhi Belly, we can almost categorize into that particular category. So whereas like only they don't target any other people other than the tier 1 city people.
Even
No, it's kind of not targeting, but only these people can digest it or something like that. It's
I'm going just on a broader categorization, like which kind of people will watch this movie, which cities, which income segment. Multiplex, Delhi Belly will also, I mean, it will be watched by people apart from the multiplexes also. Like everyone in the colleges, it was a buzz. Everyone was talking about it and they wanted to watch this movie, students.
and there are a lot of examples like Beja Fry, then whatever movies of this fella, Abedi, all these movies are like mainly targeting this kind of segment. That's what I feel.
See, that is a catch, because as he mentioned, Isaac mentioned, this movie is particularly, as all of you mentioned, it's particularly focused on a particular area as well as a particular population, college goers, right? College goers of tier 1. That's it.
That's it.
But the movies like Shah Rukh Khan, melodrama and songs, etc., those movies are targeted for
I guess it's
a
mainly
larger audience.
mainly because the tier 2 and the other people are still into that. I'm not calling it an old trend, but that same old happy ending wala story like that.
Yes.
But slowly they will be catching up.
It's not about just a happy ending. Like if I have a very tiresome weekend and I go for a movie, and the movie is also tiresome. It's also sad ending. What is the incentive in going for a movie?
No, but that depends upon the kind of kind of target population over there. Like some people love to watch, but mostly in case of India, mostly they
I
go for
I
entertainment.
don't think that sad ending has so much of significance. If you consider this Rang De Basanti wala movie, Rang De Basanti, right?
I mean, they do have significance. If you take out some particular state, they don't prefer hero getting killed or heroine getting killed. So, like similarly, it happened to me. That Amir Khan and all is like just like an exception. You can't kill Amitabh Bachchan in a movie. Still,
I can put in one more context to this situation. Like newlywed couples or college couples, they usually go to watch the movie just for time pass. They don't have any other motives that whether I will get something sad ending or happy ending. Just time pass and go ahead. Even if they don't get a ticket for a particular movie, they will move to switch to some other movie. They will go by.
See, also Delhi Belly is also talking about the contemporary issue. Then see, if Delhi Belly had a lot of profanities and a lot of bad words being used. It was upload still. And when a movie like Arakshan, which was coming out, it's been banned in 3 states. So it carries a very big impact. I mean, now we don't know whether the movie is going to get released here in Uttar Pradesh. The kind of hype which is already created by the press and the media. Once it gets released, we don't know how we are going to react to it. So I mean, like, slowly we can see shifts from all these romantic melodramas to all social issues are slowly being coming in. This direction is something maybe 10 years before no one would have even conceptualized the idea. I mean, we cannot bring it in India. Now that, okay, banning these 3 states, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Andhra Pradesh, it's being screened everywhere. So,
Even bringing the current issue into the movies is also attracting the
that's what I feel. I mean, that is becoming a very hot topic these days.
So do you believe that the motivation behind watching a movie has changed over the years?
Yeah, and you can see that more educational people are coming into the movie screens rather than all that. They will be looking for something more. I mean, something more to do with daily life, or I mean,
Something which they can relate to.
relate to themselves more of.
If you see this transition of movie, say themes changing over the years. So during this late 80s, 90s, there was this musical movies and till late 90s. But then after that there was a slight change, and very recently there have been movies which we could hardly imagine maybe 5 years back as Hindi movies, right? So there was a significant change in the trend of the theme of Hindi movies, and they became much more relevant, of which these urban people could relate to. So that way it has been significantly.
Again come back, right? Movies like Yuddhavan, Singham and all, they're again coming back to the same.
But they have a particular value. They have this action value attached to them.
But I think to attract the masses, it will again come to that.
Rather than the single hero oriented or
That is a shift.
So one-
I would never go see a DDLJ, but I would go and see maybe RDLJ.
One last thing, we talked about the influence of actors which draws the audience to the halls. What about movie directors, maybe cinematographers? What do you think is the present trend?
However big the director may be, the main aspect that one might be looking at is the storyline. For example, for any going to a movie, it will be, until and unless you are a first day watcher, you will be asking some other guys, taking his vote on the movie, and then will be preferring to go rather than just looking at the director and blindly going and.
see, directors will play a major role only if, say, director was rated as a successful one is coming up. Suppose I look at the star cast and I know this director has brought up successful movies in the past, then I'll go for it. But if he's a debutant, I will rather, like he said, look at the reviews of the movie. And
No, but still, even if the director is a very reputed director, for example, taking the example of Ram Gopal Varma, in the past and compared to his movies right now, I think you cannot relate anything
you
else.
can see that the kind of movies he makes, like, suppose you are taking a current Gopal, anyway I will go and see it, because I know there is something good in it.
And he will go alone. I think directors of course play a major role, because what happens, a lot of people see and like a movie by one particular director and they like it too much, so they want to follow up if what is the next movie coming from this director or this production house.
For example, Steven
Christopher Nolan.
Spielberg, that animation movie which came now. It's one of the most costly.
That
Avatar.
James Cameron.
Everyone you know cast no few, but only the director which has impact.
So yeah, James Cameron.
Or for, like you
James
said, for
Cameron.
money written for that matter.
Just one last question before we wrap it up. What is the influence of newer media like internet on selecting or influencing moviegoer? Like Facebook, for example, has it influenced your movie-going decision?
Internet, I think, influences in terms
It
of the
influences
reviews.
a lot. Especially if we are in a student community.
Yeah.
And someone watches a movie and writes their opinion, obviously it will motivate us either to watch or not to watch. Internet is really a major
Even before downloading a movie, you will go and watch it, what the rating is at IMDb, right? So it definitely.
Even social media plays a role. Facebook, like Isaac said,
The reviews.
your friend sees it and the reviews come and
YouTube is the most helpful website, I would say, because you watch the preview there and you decide whether it will suit my need or not. Then you
I think these three are major. IMDb is something which is
For ratings.
which is God for
Ratings and
movies, right? Even if you're seeing a movie, you
Check its
see
rating, yeah, how
if it's
much-
more than 7 or less than 6. Second, Facebook. If Isaac says it's bad for me. Even it's Karan Johar. And third one is YouTube, as you said, because the previews are a kind of window to whatever is coming up. So I think these three are.
Okay, that's all.